Hi there, welcome to this video. I decided to do a little vlog which would last for the duration of reading my next book that I'm starting, which happens to be Hellbent by Leigh Bardugo. I just came off reading Ninth House by her, and this is the follow-up book. When I started that series, I thought it was a duology and I figured that I could finish the series, but apparently I was wrong and it's a trilogy, and the third part of this is actually coming out in September. So I won't be able to finish the series now, but I will hopefully be able to finish the whole series this year, which would be great. But still, not a kind of surprise that you hope for when you go into a series. But still, I like Ninth House. It was about this school. It's actually specifically about Yale University. Which was confusing to me in the beginning because I'm not that familiar with Yale University. Everything I know from Gilmore Girls. So there were a lot of references to places and houses, which were all named after people as well. I guess the people who gave the money or donated money to build those houses or libraries or buildings or what have you. And it was a bit confusing to me because you also get like the names of the characters, and the start of Ninth House is very busy because you have you start in the middle of a story and a lot of things have happened and you do not know what's going on, and then the next chapter is like a time jump back in time, but not all the way back, so stuff is going on there as well and you do not know what's going on. And then after that it started making sense, and I actually enjoyed Ninth House quite a lot. It was fun, it was fast paced, it is demons, it has a lot of gore to it as well, and it has trigger warnings galore if you need to be secured about that kind of thing. But it is fantasy, it is dark academia, it is demons, it's everything like that. So it's kind of fun to read. So I'm pretty happy going into Hellbent and seeing how the story continues. So as I said before, this is a little vlog of everything. Well, not everything because, privacy and stuff, but all the bookish things that I'll be doing in the days while I'm reading this. I'm actually having a short holiday right now, so that's amazing. So I know that I am going to a friend's house, then I am going book shopping with another friend, and we probably have some lunch. And when I finish this book, I'll probably be doing some journaling as well. So I'll show you all the bookish content. All right, let's get into it. Let's open some book mail together. I got two packages. Both of these are normally books that I have talked about in a video about in a video about releases or new releases. I'm trying to keep this in a way that you cannot see my address. Not that many people are watching, but you never know, right? Okay. Happy. Here is The Ending Writes Itself by Evelyn Clark. As I told in that video, Evelyn Clark is actually a duo of writers, one of which is V.E. Schwab, and the other one is called Clark with her last name, but I can't really remember her first name right now. Cat Clark, that's the one. So 6 authors, 1 private island, 72 hours to write the killer ending. World famous author Arthur Fletch is dead. His final novel, the most anticipated book in history, remains unfinished, but the ending won't write itself. So high stakes. When 6 struggling authors are invited to Fletcher's private Scottish island and presented with the opportunity of a lifetime, the plot thickens. Whoever writes a worthy ending will receive a game-changing book deal and $2 million. Why have they been chosen to attend? Who is behind the invitation? And just how far would they go to secure a place on the bestseller list? They have just 72 hours, a typewriter and a blank page. All they have to do is write. I'm very curious how they are going to handle this, because the concept seems pretty exciting. But if all these people just have to write, that kind of seems boring then again. So I'm curious how they are going to tackle this. I'm wondering if we are going to get like 6 different stories also, because there are 6 people on this island. If we are going to get like a mix of possible continuations of the story. But let me show you the book itself. So this is the cover. I got a hardcover because when you do these pre-orders, then usually, oh wow, okay, look what it looks like inside. This is the side and this is the back. That's pretty cool. I usually don't take off this, what's the word, cover. I don't usually take off the cover because I want to protect the book. These are the inside papers. But I don't mind hardcovers. I like the how rich they feel. That might not be the right word, but lately I've been liking reading from hardcovers. They make me feel a little more sophisticated, I guess, even if that isn't the case. But usually I'm more of like a paperback fan because it's more easy to carry around and, you know, work with and sit in different positions, which sounds a lot more flexible maybe than I am. Right, ripping the second one. Oh, I do not mean to make any profit or anything or promote anything. This is just where I ordered this from. Alright, so the second book is The Faraway Inn by Sarah Beth Durst. I've talked about this one too. This is supposed to be what's it called? The soft fantasy, the cozy fantasy. I'm curious about this one because I liked her Spell Shop and the Enchanted Greenhouse series. So I'm curious about this standalone by her. I also really like this cover. It's really cute. You know, this is what the back looks like. And this one actually has sprayed edges, but they are black. There are some flowers over here, as you can see. But it's black. I'm not too sure I'm a fan of that. It always feels like when you start reading and you have separated the pages a bit, that it might like fade or look a bit ugly. So I'm not too convinced by that. And I'm also never going to put a book in a bookcase like this, so you would see like the sprayed edges instead of the back. Because I find it a lot more useful to see the back or the spine, because you can see what the title is of the book and the author. So yeah, so far for sprayed edges. The inside papers look just purple, and then yeah, I don't think there are any drawings in here. So what is this one about? When 16-year-old Calissa arrives at her great aunt's bed and breakfast for the summer, she's shocked to find it run down rather than cozy. Grumpy and eccentric, Auntie Z is determined to keep anyone from messing with her beloved inn, even though she clearly needs the help. To convince her great aunt to keep her around, Calissa sets to work fixing up the building, enlisting extra help from the groundkeeper's handsome son. But the longer she stays, the surer she is that there's something strange about the inn and its guests. Something almost otherworldly. The inn is hiding a magical secret, but secrets are like doors. Once Calissa opens this one, she won't be able to go back. Now, both of these, I'm not too sure when I will get to these. I'm going to add these to the recent releases stack that I'm starting to create for myself. I'm just putting them at the bottom of my to be read pile from each month, and then hopefully one day I will actually get to any of these new releases, because I am looking forward to reading these books, but there are so many books that I want to read or should read, so yeah, we'll see. Got another arrival today. Not too sure which one this is. I'm expecting 2 more this week. So not too sure which one I got here. It's, oh, Yesteryear. Yesteryear by Carol Claire Burke. I think this is the first time that Carol wrote a book. Yes, that's right. It's a debut novel. I went and bought this one or ordered this one because the concept seemed pretty interesting. So let me read you the blurb. Natalie Heller Mills is a traditional American woman, a beautiful wife and mother who sells her pioneer lifestyle of raw milk and farm fresh eggs to her millions of social media followers. Her farmhouse is charmingly rustic, her husband a handsome cowboy, her 6 children, each more delightful than the last. So what if there are nannies and producers behind the scenes? Her kitchen is hiding industrial-grade fridges and ovens, and her husband is the heir to a political dynasty. What Natalie's followers don't know won't hurt them. Until one morning she wakes up in a life that isn't hers. Her home, her husband, her children, they're all familiar but wrong. Her kitchen is warmed by a sputtering fire, her children are dirty and strange, and her soft-handed husband is suddenly a competent farmer. Carved into the wooden threshold is a date, 1855. Has she become the unwitting star of a ruthless reality show? Could it really be time travel? Is she being tested by God, by Satan? When Natalie suffers a brutal injury in the woods, she realizes 2 things. This is not her beautiful life, and she must escape by any means possible. So, yeah, that's an elaborate way of what I read about this one. So it is about this person who poses as a threat wife on social media. And promotes this traditional lifestyle with a lot of children and home cooking and the husband who works and everything like that. And then she gets transported into time somehow. I guess we'll figure out what was really going on or what is happening there. But she gets to 1855 and then she has to live her life actually as if it were 1855. So that was really interesting to me because I am curious about this whole threadwife thing that is going on or that is being promoted, because it's always, if it passes on my socials, it really feels kind of fake to me. I don't know if it is like that or not, but I am interested in reading this as a concept. Alright, let's do a quick book haul and see what I ended up getting. I didn't get too much. Well, depends on your definition of too much. I got 1 separate book and 1 trilogy, so another piece of paper to add to the jar over there. But you know, we are actually reading series, so we might as well add another one occasionally, right? Okay, so the separate book that I got was Jack the Ripper by Terry Lynch. I think this is the true story about Jack the Ripper, and it has like some pictures and photographs of diary entries and things like that. So I think it is mostly informative about everything that happened with Jack the Ripper. And I do feel interested in this. Not that I am much of a true crime person, but Jack the Ripper really speaks to the imagination, and I feel like I do not know a lot about Jack the Ripper. Well, what actually went down and who was involved and things like that. So I am quite curious about reading that. Meow. Meow. Come. You want to say hi? Say hi. No? I'm going to sit on my lap. There you go. Okay. If you see a tail, it's a cat. And then here is the trilogy that I got. It is the Cicero or the Cicero trilogy, depending on how you pronounce Latin, wherever you live. It is by Robert Harris, and these are the 3 volumes. Let's see. The first one is called Imperium. The second one is called Lustrum, and the third one is called Dictator, or Dictator in English, I guess. And they are about Cicero and Roman times, the Roman Empire. And I am quite curious because I had a colleague who read these, a colleague of me who teaches history, so of course he might be a bit prejudiced about reading these. But he said that they were really good. So yeah, I'm interested in reading this. Normally politics in books only interests me if it is like in a post-apocalyptic world kind of politics, like building a new world, or well, dictatorships actually, and how to overthrow them. So I am curious about these. I had some Latin in high school, so I am familiar with some of the history because we had to know it, but actually I've lost a lot of that and have replaced it with fantasy lore. I think I by now know more about like Game of Thrones history than the actual Roman Empire. So yeah, if these ever come out of the jar, then I am really interested in reading these. So I'm happy with what I bought. It was a good book run. Another package, why not? I swear I'm filming this over a couple of days, so yeah, make of that what you will. 3 days. I'm filming this over 3 days. But let's pretend I do not get this much mail in such a short amount of time. Let's see what we got. Oh, happy about this one. This is The Lord of the Flies, but it is a graphic novel. I'm looking forward to this because I wanted to do like a reread of Lord of the Flies. But there are so many books that I need to read or want to read for my TBRs. And I figured if I have like the graphic novel, it is a bit more like a palate cleanser or something in between, something fun to read in between, although Lord of the Flies isn't exactly fun. But you know, something that I will probably enjoy a lot. So I'm looking forward to this. What else did I get? Oh yeah, one of my best friends who reads recommended Shield of Sparrows to me. Now she is definitely a fantasy reader, mostly a dark fantasy or sometimes romantasy reader. So I'm not too sure if it will be up my alley, but she was truly raving about this one. And I believe that there is a second book in the series that is out, so that's probably ordered as well. It will be arriving shortly, so that will be another series to put in a jar. But yeah, well, what else would we do with our lives, right? One more in here, So Long, See You Tomorrow by William Maxwell. This one, where did I see this one? It was one of the YouTubers, like the famous one. Oh, I cannot get to his name. Jack Edwards. Said in one of his Jack Edwards said in one of his videos that this book was recommended to him by Graham Norton. Graham Norton is this famous presenter of hosting show. And I was very curious to see what kind of book he would recommend. So this is So Long, See You Tomorrow. That's it. There you go. I finished one book and gained a lot more. Yeah, What did I think about Hellbent? I like this one as a continuation of Ninth House. I must say that in Ninth House everything was still a bit more new. And this one is also quite fun. We concentrate a bit more on a missing person. I might get into that a bit more when I'm wrapping up my monthly reads. But I enjoyed this. I enjoyed the demon aspect, or the idea of the demons that were in here, which was fun. Dark, but fun. However, I do feel that I sort of fell out of love with some of the characters a bit, mainly the two main characters. I thought they deserved a bit better. On the other hand, there was more focus on the other people or creatures that are involved in this book, which I liked more and which were rounded out now a bit more, which was good. So yeah, a bit of a mixed bag, I'd say, but definitely looking forward to the third book, because I do think that Leigh Bardugo will be able to wrap this up in a really fun and eventful conclusion. I think she'll have some great ideas and plot twists and things coming up, and I'm really looking forward to reading that, because I do usually enjoy the third book in a trilogy when it's done right, because it has all the spectacle and you know the characters a lot, so you know what to expect, or you can be surprised or whatever. So I do look forward to, what will it be called? I think it will be called Deadbeat. Yeah, Deadbeat, and it will come out in September. So on to that one. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like. Please comment if you liked anything or have anything to say. I would appreciate it. And I hope to see you in another video. Bye!